Welcome to This Was Urgent Yesterday. My name is Lisa Semler and I am coming to you from Wiradjuri country in Griffith, New South Wales. I am a regional playwright and I was lucky enough to be a part of the writing place last year, where I got to meet some amazing fellow writers and also got to write my play, which I'm going to read for you now. I Wore Heels, So She Wore Heels by Lisa Semler. Ella stands in her lounge room, holding herself against the cold, speaking to two police officers. A police report? A real one? No, it's okay. I know I'm not in trouble, it's just I never would have thought about doing a police report. Okay. Do I just start? Right. Can I ask what my housemate Michaela said in her police report? Did she even say anything to you? Because she never talks to me. No, I didn't mean that. She's just shy. Don't tell her I said that, please. Did she tell you that she noticed the window wide open before you even walked into the door? I had this weird No, I didn't notice anything wrong. I was too busy thinking about the party. Was it really a party? More like a hangout. Don't worry though, it's okay. I'm 18. I know I don't look it, but I am. The hangout was just in this random couple's backyard, about 6 blocks away, right near that weird roller rink. No, I don't know the street name. This guy Ben, we do Chem 101 together. He invited me. Now I think about it, I didn't even talk to him much tonight. Michaela hadn't been invited. I told her about it this afternoon and she just got ready and came with me. Like, of course she was coming too. It wouldn't have even crossed her mind that I would go without her. I honestly can't remember if it was like this before we moved here. That feels like a different world. I wore heels, so she wore heels. Hers looked more comfortable than mine. Back at the party, in a backyard outhouse. I can hear them laughing at something funny she said. She's pretending to be me. It's a thing she does. She's putting on the bubbly Ella persona and everyone's paying attention to her. Me, the real Ella, I'm crying alone in this revolting outhouse. This drunk girl needs to stop bashing on the door telling me to hurry the hell up. This is my sanctuary. I'm alone. Aside from the half-empty can teetering precariously on the sink and the crisp dead cockroach at my feet. I didn't want to hide in here. I should summon the confidence to steal bubbly Ella back. Another roar of laughter outside. No, I can't, because she's already been claimed for the night. No one will believe me if I walk out there and took back what is mine from Michaela. It's just that it would be nice to be two separate entities for once. I always try to imagine a reality where there's no, oh, where's your friend? Or where's the other one? My face is so puffy. Oh, I wish it would go down already. I can only leave my sanctuary when I look normal again. This mirror is so spotty I can barely see. It's so dark, so I'm sure no one will notice. Okay, I'm going back out there. Back to police report. Then Michaela decided it was time to go, and we did. Michaela hadn't known I'd cried. If she had, she never said. She never would. I don't know if you saw those high heels at the front door. They were what I was wearing tonight. $15 from Kmart. So uncomfortable though. Michaela and I walked all the way back from the party. This was about 12:30ish. Yes, I know we shouldn't have done that, but I promise we don't normally do that. I felt safe enough, and it's full moon too, so it was pretty light out. Cars only honked at us a few times. We walked in silence the whole time. Think she was annoyed at me? Wait, no, don't write that down. She was fine. Yeah, it took us about 20 minutes to get back. Back to Ella and Michaela walking home from the party. Still more silence. Say something, Ella. No, wait, don't. It will just make it more awkward. Should I tell her about that compliment that Ben guys had said about my legs? No, that will piss her off. I'm definitely already annoying her. I can sense her tension behind me, a static of taut energy. I can almost hear it buzzing, my body grown attuned to its spikes and dips. I usually adjusted my actions accordingly to this. I didn't adjust at the party, but now that it's just the two of us again, I dial it back. Stay solemn. Don't irritate. Heels clapping as we power walk through these streets. Not the best idea. This area isn't great. Oh well. I sense a spike from her. A car honks as it flies by, too fast. Her annoyance mixed with a little fear. I reckon I could almost see the hairs stand up all over her arms if I looked behind me. Wow, that would freak her out so badly if I looked that close. Turning back is not a possibility right now. I need to keep moving forward or I swear my toes are going to fall off. These heels are so unbelievably painful. My left heel is definitely bleeding. Yep, definitely. It's fine. The relentless friction of my clip-clopping is almost soothed momentarily by the ooze. Almost. She is so sick of me. I'd be sick of me too, I guess. But I wouldn't be so cruel about it. Maybe I would. Maybe she's just tired and ready for bed and I'm overreacting? I did nothing for her to be angry about. I should be angry, but I'm just relieved this walk is over. Finally, my feet. Have you got your keys, Michaela? Wait, you put them in my bag, right? Let's hope they haven't Oh, found them. Ever notice how you've got to pull this door slightly outwards or the key won't click in the lock properly? They enter through the front door. Ella lets out a huge sigh of relief as she kicks off her shoes. Oh my God, those heels were so bad. I've been dreaming about this moment of getting home since we started walking just to take these off. It's absolutely freezing in here. Hey, Michaela, why'd you leave the linen cupboard open? Well, I didn't. When have you seen me ever use the linen cupboard? The back door. The back door's open. Did you leave it open, Michaela? Why isn't she telling me why she left it open? Why is it open? No. No. Shit. The window. Oh my God, it's wide open. It's colder than when we walked in. I'm shivering. My whole body is really racketing. Michaela isn't shaking, just breathing really, really hard. Her eyes are so wide. I can hear her breaths as though they are my own, completely in rhythm with my furiously pounding heart, quickening. How tight should I hold myself until the shaking stops? As tight as this stupid dress covering nothing? I'd shaved my legs for the party. Tiny pinpricks of bluish goosebumps hurt me now. Too exposed. I don't want to look grown up anymore. I'm not ready. Hold it in. Hold it in. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Be the strong one, Ella. Be the strong one. Find the solution. Oh, I left my laptop on my bed. Please, no. Gone. My laptop. What was on my laptop that was important? Did I search something weird this afternoon? Wait, my Game of Thrones DVD is in there. Oh no, season 1, disc 3. Another person has been in here. My room felt sapped of something, hollow. The person would have lifted up my laptop, their knuckles barely skimming my bed covers, unintentionally leaving the slightest essence of themselves on the fabric. My laptop would have whirred violently at the quick movement, a small cry for help before it was stowed away. Who was here in my room? 3 hours? An hour? Minutes ago? Whoa, Michaela, are you okay? Your laptop's gone, isn't it? Mine too. What else did they take of yours? Do you need help looking? No, stop! Don't shut the window! I know it's freezing, just don't. They'll need to fingerprint it. Won't they? The cops? Ella notices Michaela starting to have a panic attack. Oh my God, calm down, Michaela. Jesus, breathe. It's all right. We need to call the cops. Just sit down here, Michaela. I know it's cold, but we can't touch anything. Not yet. It's fine. I want to put a jacket on too, but we can't touch anything. We've got to do something. What do we do? I'm getting teary. It's the middle of the night. No one's here to help us. Michaela's just sitting there and making those yelping noises. At least her breath is slower. I'm not even glad she's here. She's not helping. She's making it worse. I should call the cops. Should I call the cops? There's no one around. Do I ring 000? Is this an emergency? Are you all right now, Michaela? Yeah? I told you to keep breathing. I'm going to call the cops, okay? Hi, yes. Police, please? Hi, we've just got home and our house has been broken into. They went in the window and they've gone through all our stuff. My laptop's gone, my housemate's laptop, and I think my money maybe. But I don't know, my room was already messy, so it's hard to say. Okay, thanks, bye. Okay, they're coming. We just need to wait now. Okay, they're coming. We just need to wait now. It's so freezing. Am I in shock? I feel kind of exhilarated, but also calm. I feel kind of exhilarated, but also calm. Oh, I'll be quiet. Yeah, sorry. Return to police report. And that's when you guys turned up. And yeah, that's about it. I'm still shaky from it. No, I didn't see anyone suspicious. No, I don't mind. I can wait while you fingerprint. Don't forget the window. Where's Michaela? Is she grabbing her jacket? Oh, right. Unsafe. True. I definitely don't want to stay here tonight. If you could organise somewhere? A few options? Yes, that would be amazing. But this is a uni town. Surely there's nowhere to live. Not this time of year for two people. Two inseparable people. This time of year, nowhere for two people. But maybe for one? Excuse me, I think I'll choose the option to move into the single room accommodation. The smaller room sounds really cozy and quieter. Would be really great for studying. Oh yeah, of course Michaela would definitely agree. She always likes what I like. Don't even worry about telling her about the other options. Yep, I'm ready to go. And I've stopped shaking. Thank you so much for listening to my play. I am now going to pass you on to the incredibly talented Kate Robbins. Bye.
Thanks, Lisa. So my name's Kate Robbins. I'm based in Kyneton, Victoria on the Dja Dja Wurrung country. I am a writer and musician, and I'm going to be reading today my play that I wrote called I Found You. I found you, Ray, I did. When I woke that morning before you, I went to wake you too, but you stopped me dead, breathless and cold in your bed. I stood beside you waiting for your chest to rise and fall, for your cheeks to blush and burst with giggles. But my toes drained of colour and hope when I realised that you weren't joking. Still, pale, sweet. I was stuck there with you. And when Mum walked in, she saw her daughters, both frozen in time, but only one was breathing, and then screaming. I'm glad I kissed you goodnight like I always did. Tucked you in and pecked you on the cheek. I love you, I said. Always and forever, you whispered back. Do you remember the time I made you a nest in our room? You always liked nests, didn't you, Ray? It was your birthday. I was 11 and you were turning 9, or would have been. You remember, don't you? I do, because you asked me to. So I made it, I did, with twigs of sandy days at the beach when we would chase the waves away, squealing and laughing as they skipped along with us, and then came crashing back to lick our toes at the shore. I made it with the branches of our tangled songs, weaved together in patches and pitches, always one step off beat. Songs that we never really knew the meanings to, not until we had sung them 5 times over, our bellies full of laughter and ache. And then when Mum walked in, she found me perched on a pile of broken sticks and feathers, stuffing fistfuls of mud and my fresh hair into the scratchy walls of our fort. She was quiet forever, held by the doorway, indecision. Eventually she came and sat down, pulled me close into her lap, and held me. She pressed her lips against the dirt between my eyebrows and asked me if my mind was in pieces, because she couldn't see you sitting there with me. They don't speak anymore, Ray. Mum and Dad. I've been trying, but I can't hold them together on my own. Their silence is strung so tight they only cut it to yell. About me, about you, and then about me again. And I never thought that I was crazy until yesterday when it spat from Dad's mouth like venom. Ray is dead and Hazel is fucking nuts. An arrow so violet shot straight through the walls and struck my heart like a bird from the sky. Winded, I crawled into myself. His words rang so loud that I couldn't hear you whisper. I was losing you. Then a feather, white as light, an angel resting, peaceful, at our windowsill. Magic in my fingertips, softly to my face. Sweetness, you. Calm, sure, firm, I traced your delicate name along my thigh. R-A-E. Again, and then again. And then an hour had passed and suddenly I was sticky, knuckles white, gripping a bloody soiled feather. Ringing in my ears. Tears. Someone is crying. Dad against the door. I just don't know what to do. They brought me here, Mum and Dad. They told me that it's a safe place for kids like me. Living in the make-believe, they mean. What's so wrong with our world, huh, Ray? What's so wrong with being me? I feel lost in here. But I'm not scared, because I have you. Now you sit just below my fingertips, fresh and tender above the scar tissue waves. The other ones I put there whenever I felt like I was drowning. The ones the doctors found in the emergency lights. They ask so many questions, Ray. They are nice enough, but I can feel their judgment, trying to check my kind of crazy into their own little box. But I'm not crazy, Ray. I'm not. You're here. You're here, aren't you? Maybe I can tell them about us, about you. But what if they don't listen? What if they won't believe me? Because you never really left, did you, Ray? You wouldn't leave me. You just wouldn't. I know. I just do. But then if I tell them, they will make me take their medicine. And what then? What will it do to us? But what if it makes my heart stop aching? What if it stops this feeling, this dread that follows me, reaching for my ankles, chasing me along my life? Because when I feel that chill pick through the hairs on my skin, I run like the river of black through my chest. Run like the blue that I can never touch. Never ever, because that's the hole where you should be. I can't breathe. Timed and watching eyes, fluorescent tubes of lies, dim shuffle of the nurses. Herded from room to room, forced to consume other people's views of me. Trapped inside beige walls. My skin crawls. Bones ache with stifled past, misery that isn't mine. stuffed with food that isn't even food, just joyless versions of the same damn thing. Suppressed, depressed under a thumb that isn't mine, anxiety tapping at the cage of my hollow bones, pressing to get out, trapped between the glass of the past and the window of tomorrow. Tap, tap, tap at that window. I follow, a portal to the outside air, outside to the yawning concrete courtyard. And it's sick, Ray, a bird, just a tiny little baby, broken and torn, all alone. Heart in my throat, I drop and crawl. It's you. Here, resting so precious, delicate, light, and you were shattered, fading before my eyes. I pick you up and hold you in my hands. You look frantic, searching for me. Eyes lock. My tears break with yours. Fighting. Please stay. Don't leave me again. I've been waiting, and finally, I found you. Time slows, a murmur. I lift you, poised between my thumb and finger, ball of belly in and out, tiny feet hanging limp. Gently, I kiss your little face. I love you. Always and forever, you whisper back. And then I put you in my mouth. Your head meets my tongue. I salivate. More. Wiry legs fight my lips. Claws scratch. Eyes and nose fill with sting. Ears pierced, frightened squeals. Resistance, but I can't stop. I won't let you go. Open wider, tiny beak tears my gums. Soft feathers flush my face. I inhale. Cinnamon, dry with promise. I exhale snot and tears and slowly bite down. Pressure in your body. Panic expanding, growing louder. Skin bursts. Wet heat. I gag. Metal, blood, bitter screaming. Harder. Ribs bend and a final screech cracks. Your skull. Silence. My breathing heavy. Your heart, young and sweet. Then a wave, change of pace. Organs oozing, bloody lipstick paints my face, candied bones and broken neck. Drill my guns, out twisted heads. I am dry, so dry. Nails on a chalkboard. I chew and chew until I am broken and bleeding. I chew and chew and chew, and then I swallow. Grains of sand, dirt and bones, severed wings. I vomit and choke. Glass, glass, glass in my throat. I am sick, sick, sick. With you, in me, in grief. Whew. Thanks for listening. I'm now going to pass you over to Betty's Sweet Love.
Thanks, Kate. Thank you so much. What a beautiful monologue. I am going to share with you my monologue, Swallows, from the same anthology, This Was Urgent Yesterday. So my monologue features Cara, who is 16, just to set the scene. She is sitting on the ground, clutching her knees. She is in an arid landscape. The sun is rising. It got to the point I couldn't stop making noises. I needed to hear something human. It became so dark and cold that all I wanted to see was the stars drained out of the sky. You never think the sight of them could make you sick. She closes her eyes and hums a favorite song, softly, badly. She opens them into the first light of morning. Finally. It's morning. She tries to stand up too quickly. Look at the sky, it's all purple. Hey! Help! Someone! Anyone! There is no human reply. There are birds. There are insects. The sound of the breeze through tall trees. How come it lights up so quick but took forever staying dark? Well, I guess I woke up all the flies. She sees a swarm of them clustered on the ground. She brushes them off her shirt. I should clean that up. That was when I cried and cried until I was sick. Cara kicks some dust over the place where she vomited in the night. What if they're trying to find me? They're not going to want to see that. And how long do you think it takes out here for things to disappear, for bones to turn to dust and birds to pick away the rest? Last night, I learnt you can listen to noises with your ribs. Did you know that when an empty stomach drops, it feels much heavier? She takes a deep breath. They are looking for me. I'm going to get back. And they'll be all, wow, what happened to you? Where have you been? You smell disgusting. They said camping out west. I thought that meant campsite. Fire pit, camp chairs, someone bring a guitar. Not this humming a Corolla into the dirt and unloading roof racks in a clearing. Not this let's get on it and everyone in pairs. Not him, that driver, beard dripping while he looked at me like that, saying something through his side mouth while everyone was cheering, more cars arriving. This wasn't what I thought. Someone picked up my bag. Hey, who brought the suitcase? How funny. Funny me from somewhere else, not knowing I was supposed to be cool with nothing. I put up my tent, even though he said, don't bother, him watching me like that. Why am I here? So with them all busy on a Bluetooth speaker, I slipped off. I'll get my own sunset. Not him, following, sneaking behind, around a tree and onto the track. I went up a bank and into the gully. Lost him then. All I wanted was to make the evening short. Oh, nothing. Just exploring, just getting to know the place. It's good to walk when you're feeling scared. It's good to walk and walk until you start to wonder, does this path go anywhere or does it go on forever? To turn around and around until your legs are scratched and blistered, all your landmarks gone, until the taste of metal fills your mouth and you start shouting into the sky, screaming. When you stop all that, it's because your legs won't move. It suddenly seems so stupid to call attention to yourself. Then you start your teeth chattering and clutching at your knees. You cry, you spew. You never knew a night could last so long. You sing to yourself in the dark. I take off my shirt and turn it backwards. I spit dust out of my teeth. Flies land at the corners of my eyes, trying to find a way in. It's getting hot. I can't tell what time it is. Things that visited in the night are watching. I think about snakes and spiders. I think about shade. What about there? Halfway up that hill, that big rock sticking out. What's underneath it? Enough to make me hurl towards it. I scutter off the path and up the hill, hands and knees and elbows in spiky grass and gravel footholds. I'm closing in on that big rock. The air goes cool around my fingers as I haul myself up. I stare into a cave. There's a thick brown rope lying on the floor, trailing the length of the cave. Someone's been here before. This place is huge. A tiny bird darts over my head and into the sky. Look, the roof of the cave is covered in holes. Those are their nests, little heart-shaped houses made of sand. Could I make myself one of those too and live upside down on the mouth of this cave? My head sinks back on the rock. I watch the birds cozying in their nests and flying in and out. I'm studying this flock. The ways they have to hit the sky, they fold themselves up to fit inside. They're my teachers now. If I stay here, could I fly too? Out of the sun, get out of the sun. Find something to leave at the mouth of the cave. They're probably not even looking. They don't even know you're gone. I walked so far it would take a long time. He's the only one that followed you. I'll be safe down there with the rope in my hands. The dusty old rope to wheedle you in. take off my shirt and leave it to find. In the narrowing down where your eyes won't see. I don't want to go in. Don't want to stay here. In the down there where the dead don't stop. A breath of wind comes swimming up from inside the cave. It curls through my feet, my arms, unlocking my grip on the rope. It is cool and wet and churning. I don't fall in. It lifts me up until I can touch the little houses of the birds I can weave my fingers in. I call them out. They spin around me, planing. We go thermal. We twist and climb and glide. I see that campsite. The car roofs glinting. We're soaring now. Dust pours from my nose and my skin starts pluming. We're streaming, beaks in the air and claws snap down. Everything below stunned into pink and yellow. I am laughing, and it catches in the wind. They swim us back to the mouth of the cave. They leave me there and slip inside their houses. I don't need to build my own. Head first, I know, and squeeze me in. This time I'm ready. I don't scrape my wings. It's dark at the depths, but I'm not afraid. I fold myself inside the hole. I'm nesting now. It's big and soft and full of feathers. Thank you so much for joining us at This Was Urgent Yesterday, our anthology of new work from young regional playwrights, and I really hope you enjoyed the monologues.